What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lock and Cash podcast. We got Bruce. The big game is upon us. Oh, you're admiring the grass.
It's so green in
grass.
here,
We made
baby.
some changes. Yep, we got some floral vibes in here, or what do you call this? Nature vibes, I guess. But
I mean, it matches the logo.
it looks good. Yeah,
So
it feels nice and cozy. So we're more comfortable. That means better picks.
you know the one thing that I don't get here, the Rams Vikings pictures.
Which
I don't know.
ones?
I don't know. If
Oh.
they're in the, you know,
Justin Jefferson,
I know
one of the best receivers, and then
I
Matty
know who
Stafford.
Justin Bruce, let me explain to you who these people
You're
are.
like, these are their names.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just the vibe.
Well, I got a Jamar Chase Burrow one, and I got a Mahomes one.
I don't want that one. After Joe Burrow
we got a framed. Oh yeah,
ruined my fantasy season. I don't want.
He's banned. We got to rip that.
Joe Burrow's banned from here.
And I got a random Justin Fields one too, sitting here. If we want to throw Justin Fields, we're
He's
just gonna
right
frame
here.
Justin Fields and put him right here for no reason.
We're gonna put it right here, and he's immediately gonna get moved before draft day.
For no reason.
Maybe
All
he'll
right.
be a Jet.
Cool. So the big game is upon us, man. Super Bowl 58, a couple days away. We're going to go over a ton of props on this show. This is basically the Super Bowl prop show, prep show, whatever you want to call it. And also, surprise, we got Madden on in the background, and we're going to sim the Super Bowl, and we're going to see which one of these props hit, all right? Wait, hold on. 15 minutes. No. What do you usually play on, Bruce? 8 minutes quarters or what?
It's like 8-minute quarters.
Yeah, let's do 8-minute quarters. We definitely want to keep the play clock moving because we won't be here all day. We like finish the podcast and sitting here waiting for the waiting for the
No. Do give me some 5-minute quarters.
5?
Yeah, well,
It's gonna be like 3-0 final.
yeah, but you know, 4 quarters. That's
Let's go. All right, fine. 6 minutes. 6 minutes.
Yeah,
That's the
so-
default.
Okay,
the default
fine.
6.
Yeah. Let's do 6.
And it's at the Razor stay. Okay, good to go. Let's go. All right, we're gonna see who wins. We're gonna see who wins, who scores first, all that good stuff. But listen, we talked about this game already a little bit before. The trends are what the trends are. They're all there. But in terms of props, I'm going to go over a couple that I liked, and maybe you can go over a couple you like. I'm going to start with kind of what I see as the game script for this game. And I think the Chiefs will jump out early, as they've been doing basically all year long. Remember that stat, like 18-2, their last 20 second half unders? Second half unders 23.5 in this game, I think. So I think they're just going to jump out again and have a lead. It's going to be one of those things where, once again, it's like Niners are the favorite. The Niners are somewhat the sharp side. There's been sharp action on both sides of this line going back and forth. But the Niners do have some sharp money on their side. And everyone's going to be like, oh, my God, Mahomes going to do it again. Mahomes going to do it. And then slowly and surely, I expect San Francisco to work their way back into the game. But I think that's going to take Brock Purdy throwing the rock. And plus, the Chiefs' defense, while they're susceptible on the ground, if you're playing from behind, you're going to have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So I actually like Purdy over 245.5 on the passing yards. I think that line's a little bit low. I could see him going over that in an effort to try to get them back into the game. Maybe they're down 10 midway through the third quarter, and then you just got to start slinging it, you know?
I agree.
So I like Purdy over the 245.5. What do you think about that?
I do. They had to get back into the game last week against the Lions, obviously.
Yeah.
What I do like is the Mahomes under here for that as well.
Passing?
So, yeah, because
And a chew clock?
yeah, if they're getting out to a large lead in the first half, or you know it's a close game back and forth, I can see the running game being a big part of what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I would go slightly under 262.
I like that.
And a half on the
Plus-
on the passing line.
I like that from Mahomes. And plus, you probably saw their you talked about this on the last show, what they start doing when the playoffs come around. And if you saw, they averaged 23.5 rushing attempts per game in the regular season. It's up to 30 in the playoffs. They're just pounding the rock.
They
and
put Pacheco out.
Pacheco's playing great. He's playing
always
so
does.
well. Yeah.
He always does.
Yeah, I could totally see Mahomes going under. And it's normal that his line's higher than Purdy. That was expected. But that's one of those lines where it's like it's a little bit tricky. Mahomes wins a lot of these games with the great defense and with just he's just so good at not turning the ball over and making the he's so good at making the timely throws when you need them.
Right.
There's dots, precision. They just kill, like on the big third and longs, and they kill your defense. But then the rest of the time, they're just moving the ball steady, slow and steady.
Yeah.
They haven't been as explosive this year as they were last year. So I like that under. I like the under 262 as well.
I think 262. Is that what it opened at, or has it moved?
I think it moved. I think it moved down a bit. I
Okay.
think it was a little bit higher, but not by much.
Yeah, I would have liked it to get it higher, but
Yeah,
the
but I
Mahomes
do like
passing under, I really like that. Like you said, Pacheco's getting the ball more. If they're up, Andy Reid is going to be running the ball.
Yeah.
He's not going to be Dan Campbelling it with like trying to do 4th down conversions.
Oh God. Yeah.
And still slinging it. So I really do like that. I think was last week Goff had 270.
He threw for a bunch. Yeah.
Against the 49ers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, are we anticipating that big of an explosion on the 49ers defense again? I don't know.
I don't
but
think
I think that under 262 is good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I like that. And I don't think that's how the Chiefs are going to win this game either. I think they're going to have to maintain time of possession and do their thing with running the football and play really tough defense. They're going to have to, I mean, it seems like they always do in terms of like, and everyone's going to talk about how their rushing defense is so bad and Baltimore didn't exploit it. They only ran like 6 plays or whatever. But
I mean,
they just
that's
show
how you
up.
That's how you get Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl.
That's true. We did call
6
it.
minutes.
You did call it. Yeah.
6 minutes.
Before mentioning her?
Yeah.
You did call it. So that is how you get her in the Super Bowl. So,
yeah.
But yeah, Baltimore did not exploit it. I think the Niners are going to try, but I think that just something about this Kansas City team is like that almost feels misleading. It's like, are they the 26th rushing defense? Because they just seem to show up when they need it. You know what I mean? Like, you get into the playoff size, everyone's like, well, you can run the ball on them, and then suddenly Chris Jones is just like
an animal
eating you up in the backfield, and you're not running on them. Like
he's like contract time.
Contract time. What's going on here? I thought they were a bad rushing defense. So, and part of that is scheme, like how they force you out of your comfort zone. But I just think the Niners are going to have to throw it, and I agree with you. The Chiefs are going to be playing from ahead, so expect a slower script from them.
And if you're Spags,
yeah,
who do you want to have the ball on the 49ers offense? You don't want it to be in Christian McCaffrey's hands.
Oh, no, for sure. Exactly. You want it to be Purdy to have to make throws. Yeah.
In Purdy's hands.
100%.
Under the bright lights.
It's what they did to Lamar.
Right.
And Lamar had a great passing season. And they were like, we still don't believe it.
Right.
And look what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, totally.
Force the ball in his hands. Force him to make big plays.
Yeah.
Down the field.
Yep.
Right? So, I think that they're going to make sure that box is stacked.
Yeah.
That those flats are covered. And they're going to make Brock Purdy take shots.
Totally.
And who knows? Bright lights.
Might do it, but it's the probabilities game, right?
Yeah.
So
that's where I would want it.
Young guy, first time in the Super Bowl, and I like him. I think he's really good, but this is a tall. I mean, everyone's got to win their first. Like Mahomes had to go win his first.
Right.
But Mahomes wasn't going up in his first against like another Mahomes type.
I'm pretty sure Mahomes threw like 54 touchdowns the year.
But it was Garoppolo, right? Like it wasn't, but it's gonna be tough for Purdy. But I like the over. Yeah, I like his over. Mahomes under. I like that. Are you looking at any of these receiving props or rushing props? I think the McCaffrey one. I think is 90.5. I think is high. Like correlating with the Purdy having to pass. I think 90.5 is a little bit too high. I mean, he's
for
McCaffrey's rushing prop.
Oh yeah.
We don't see running backs go off in these Super Bowls.
No, I'm under McCaffrey rush. I think if you're Spags, you want to keep the ball out of his hands.
Yeah.
And you want to scheme McCaffrey out of that game.
For sure. But also these games just are so huge. Obviously, it's your whole season on the line. The game just slows down to a point where you even like, the play clock on almost every play is going to go down to 4, 3, 2. And you might even lose a couple plays in the game that might get you.
Right.
Or you know what I mean? Maybe he rushes 16 versus 19 times in the game. And that could be the difference between him hitting this prop. So I think with how the game slows down, and that's going to be 90.5. I think is a little bit high. It reminds me of that year when the Rams played the Bengals. I don't know if you remember that year.
Yeah.
Our top prop that year was the Cam Akers under. It was so inflated because he was running the ball great, and then he ran for like 40 yards. Yep. It was like because it just doesn't happen in the Super Bowl. Like running backs don't explode. So
I would do the McCaffrey under.
Yeah, I like that.
Would you do? What about the receiving props? What's one that you're hot on these?
Yeah, so everyone's going to go to the obvious one of like Kelsey and Rice, but I kind of like Debo. Obvious. I like Debo in this one.
No,
was that what you
said? Call me obvious. Those are the ones I'm going to talk about.
Kelsey is definitely the one where it's like, even though it's the highest, but it's just what it is. That's what they do. It's like if they're gonna go down in this game, why not go down with your best 1-2 punch? Like that is Mahomes to Kelsey is what they do.
Yeah.
So it's like I could totally see betting the over on Kelsey. Well, I think Kelsey touchdowns is probably at the better the better bet. But over 70.5. I mean, he comes through in these big games. But I like Debo because Debo hasn't scored. Debo didn't score in the last game. And they use him in, obviously in a couple different ways, but I could see him as kind of being the one that nobody kind of expects. And then he like catches maybe a little slant or a little screen and then breaks off for like 25, 30 yards. It might not be a touchdown. It might not be a game breaking play, but it's like a big chunk of this prop.
Right.
And I could see that happening against the Chiefs. So I'm kind of looking at Debo a little bit.
He's a strong man.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Debo. What about you? Any of these?
So beating the 49ers. No touchdown yet?
Nothing yet. 2:50 left in the first quarter.
31 at
Third
the
and
half.
one
Okay.
for the Chiefs.
So
yeah.
the 49ers, how you beat the 49ers in the passing game is deep outside and slot, right?
Right.
So looking back, thanks next gen stats for these routes run on the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Now, they don't do it a ton, but obviously Andy Reid knows more about the 49ers defense than I do.
Sure.
And that's going to be a stat that jumps out at him, likely.
Yeah.
So that running those outside routes and slot routes, number 1, Travis Kelce on the season.
Right. Yep.
Number 2, Rashee Rice.
Okay. So the two ones that I said, everyone's going to look at those.
Yeah.
There's a reason everyone's looking at them.
Right? So it's like when you're going to beat them, you want to go outside, you want to go through the slot.
Yeah.
Rashee Rice in the playoffs actually has run the most outside routes
Okay.
out of everybody.
Gotcha.
Deep outsides. And he ran a lot of those out of the slot too. So with that combination, I kind of like taking a chance over the Rashee Rice 66.5 on that. I really do think that Mahomes is going to try to exploit that 49ers secondary there, especially in those two areas.
Right.
And I think that this is going to hit the over. The Kelce at 70.5, I do like that one as well, but taking both is basically saying that, like, you're going to get
right. It's almost
solid,
like you got to pick one. Yeah. That's true. That's a good point.
Solid 140 yards out of 2 guys there.
That's a really good point. And I think the Kelce one, I would like a lot more if my expected game script was for them to be from behind. Then there'll be like a lot of these short little plays, like these little curls into him, and he would like take them for extra yardage. But with me expecting them to play from ahead, that's kind of what makes you a little hesitant on it. But honestly, 70.5, I feel like I don't know his stats in the Super Bowl, but I feel like he's probably gone over that each time.
I gotta take a look.
Or close. We could take a look, but 70.5, yeah, I'm comfortable playing that. I mean, in terms of the touchdowns, I like him. I love Kelce to score a touchdown this game.
I mean, so is Vegas.
Yeah, he's minus 110.
It's even, So, yeah, I mean, listen.
Oh, Chiefs in the red zone. They got 4th and 1 in the red zone.
Are they going to go for it?
Pacheco got stuffed.
Dan
Look at that.
Campbell?
Oh, it gets stuffed. Yeah, they should. They're at the 15. They should go for it.
They're not.
But it's Madden, so who knows? They might just kick.
Losers. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So when we're talking about touchdowns, there's one on this list that I really like, and that's Brandon Ayuk.
Okay, gotcha.
Plus 175 anytime scorer.
Okay, cool.
It's
good odds.
The most red zone targets on the 49ers this season by about 15.
Love it.
So
it's good stuff.
We have Ayuk at 105, Kittle at 90, and Debo at 89. So Ayuk, anytime touchdown, he's been schemed into that role all season.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to have to score for the 49ers. It's not going to be 40-0 game. So I do think that Brock Purdy is going to be slinging it. He's going to have to be coming back. And I think Ayuk at plus 175 is actually my favorite prop on this list.
Got it. Oh, sweet. All right. What about anything about first touchdown? I kind of was looking at that Pacheco first touchdown because of my expectation for the Chiefs to be ahead early. And maybe there's like a big passing play that puts him into the red zone and then he just drives it home.
I like that. Plus 700?
Plus 700. I feel like it's, it's the two running backs are the favorites, right? Plus 380 for McCaffrey, plus 700. So I like to get plus 700 on the other running of the team that I think is going to score first. Kind of like that one. Maybe a little sprinkle on Pacheco first score. I like that. Yeah.
I dig that.
His anytime's minus 120. I'm not sure if that's great odds. I don't think that should be a minus.
No.
You know, for him to score.
First of all, I'm not getting into Super Bowl prop bets to do
to do minus
minus 120.
Oh, the Chiefs! Oh, it's Rashee Rice with the first touchdown.
Let's go.
Oh,
what was
plus
that?
950.
Okay.
And his anytime is plus 130.
All right. Well, I'm betting that.
So if you're watching this,
Congrats, guys.
Rashee Rice plus 950 first touchdown.
I'm just
so they went for it, by the way, on 4th down. They got it, 4th and 1, and then they just scored a touchdown pad. Look at that, boom, wide open over the middle. Come on. All right.
Listen, you got it here first. Rashee Rice touchdown.
First touchdown, Rashee Rice.
Plus 950. So if you're looking to bet and you're looking for the edge, we just simulated on
there.
Madden.
It is. There it is. All right, 7-0 Kansas City. Here we go.
Oh, did they make it? Okay.
Yeah,
they made it.
Yeah, it's weird to that angle, right? that side angle.
All right. But
Novelty props? Now we're going to get funky.
Yeah, let's get into the real props, okay? When we're talking about this game.
Yeah.
All right, I need Gatorade color. I need national anthem.
Oh, I got you on the national anthem. I'm sure we posted a video. Some of you may have seen it already, but a lot of people just watch the podcast. So, national anthem. It's set at 1 minute, 26.5 seconds, or you might see it 86.5 seconds. That's 1 minute, 26.5 seconds.
Thank you for the math.
It's Reba. You got it.
Appreciate it.
Anytime, of course. It's Reba McEntire, country music legend. She's country music,
Obviously,
right? I don't know.
One of everybody's favorite artists.
She's pretty famous, but she's not on my playlist. But she's famous. She had that. Remember, she had a sitcom.
Everybody loves Reba.
No, everybody loves Reba. It was just called Reba, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everybody loves Raymond, like a spinoff.
Yeah,
Everybody loves Reba. But yeah, I mean, she's been doing this for a while. But I think is that yes, that's right. The meme.
That's her.
That's her. That's her.
Maybe that's why that meme was pretty
Heart
popular this
of
year.
a fighter. That one. That's her, and she's country music.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean. Good choice, I guess. But and by the way, they have like a bunch. This is the only one you can bet on, but there's like a bunch. Did you know there's like a ton of songs to start the Super Bowl? There's like a national anthem. Then there's like I don't know if there's a Canadian one. Then there's like the Black History Month one. There's like a bunch of different. So it's kind of cool. But this is the one that you can bet on. So 1 minute 26.5 seconds. That's low, by the way. So it's I looked at like the last few years, and a lot of them were set over 2 minutes. These people are milking it when they get the microphone. Like with the long pauses and the long, vocal cords or whatever the hell you call them.
Vocal cords.
Whatever. What is it called when you extend your singing? What's that called? I don't know. Accentuation, whatever. But anyway.
I like it.
But they were set at like 2 minutes and higher, or just under 2 minutes. So 1 minute, 26.5 seconds is pretty low. But there's a reason for that once I started digging.
Because Reba's trying to get the fuck out.
She's trying to get in and get out.
In, out.
I gotta go. Get me out of here. But I did some digging and I found there was a couple of websites. I think VSiN was one of them that had this on there. But she sang at a 2017 celebrity softball game, the national anthem, 1 minute 19 seconds. So quick and easy. But that was like and I watched it. It was like very informal. Like it wasn't like what this is going to be.
Yep.
But the better indication, 1997 World Series in Yankee Stadium, she did the national anthem. 1 minute, 23
out here getting
right way back, right? 97.
Getting checks for these. Jesus, good job, Reba. What the heck?
1 minute, 23 seconds. And that to me is the World Series is a grand stage. So that to me is a little bit better of an indicator, but that's still below this number. And even if she stretches it a little bit for the Super Bowl, you got a little bit of a cushion at 3 seconds. I think it goes under. The under. I think the value is clearly on the under. And by the way, because this
value's clearly on the under.
Yeah,
I love this. I love this.
You know what?
Can we just do? Can we have these novelty props on just like every weekend? It's
for they should have them for like NBA regular season NBA
it's like
games.
Listen,
they'll be more easier to watch.
Mark Jackson.
But when I posted that on our TikTok page, that the sharps were on the under in this, that's like the #1 comment we got. Sharps are on the under with laughing emojis. Yeah, sharps on the under. But I think, because this opened a few seconds higher and it came down, you can get them under now plus money. So the 86.5 under is like plus 140, plus 130 versus minus 110 because it's been bought down. So
I'm going over.
You going over? You think she milks the moment?
I'm going over because of you sharps. You national anthem sharps.
Fade the steam? Yeah.
I'm fading the steam on this because, I'll be damned if a book doesn't whisper in Reba's ears like, listen, babe,
we got a lot of money on this.
We got a lot of money on this. If you could just stretch a few of those out. 1 minute 27, please.
Yeah, I hear you.
You think Reba's not going to pick up an additional
Reba
check?
Reba will do it. Yeah, I'm with it.
Reba, I'm looking at you. I need 1 minute
Over.
27. 1 minute 27 seconds.
You can also bet on what color her hat will be, what color her boot. I didn't have this on here. What color her boots will be. It's crazy. Black, I think, for her boots is like the favorite, plus 250 or something. She brown boots or designer. She has a boot line. I saw this online too. She has a boot line.
She's gonna wear those boots.
But there was no like, yeah, but there was no like, they were all different colors and you couldn't really tell. Like the main picture of her on the website when you go on it is her in black boots, but kind of hard to tell, you know?
Okay.
But
We'll
yeah, the national anthem, 1 minute 26. So I think under, you think over.
I'm going over.
All right, so we're oppo on that. All right.
Yeah.
All right, the other one that I talked about in the video was the plane flyover.
This is good. Alpha.
Okay.
There's alpha on this
the
one.
the Thunderbirds are doing this. The U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, salute. And they did it once before, 2017, the Super Bowl in Atlanta.
Who's doing the flyovers in between that?
I don't know. There's other like aerial organizations or, you know, there's other.
That's crazy.
There's got to be other names. Like
It's crazy
like
that
this
there's
is
like a bidding business to do plane flyovers.
I know, right?
It's like,
She's
listen,
like, we won it this year. We won the job. Yeah. Yeah. So this is Air Force. Like, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure who else, but there's probably other, you know, like aerospace or whatever. What do you call this? Aviation, like companies or programs. But the Thunderbirds are doing it this year. They did it once before. The line is 4.5, and it's minus 120 to the over, minus 110 to the under, I think. And they flew 6 before. So for me, this line is, and you've seen in other years when the Thunderbirds did not do it, they've flown 4. I saw 5. So it's kind of, but the Thunderbirds flew 6. And to me, it's like, oh, big play, Debo.
okay.
Debo anytime.
Debo anytime is
Plus 130.
Okay.
And that was a big play too. That was like a huge big time throw by Purdy. Tie game. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at that. Boom. From about a 30-yard touchdown sling. Wide open. Come on.
Jesus.
Got cooked. All right. Tie game. Getting hot. All right.
Okay.
So the planes, yeah. I mean, my logic on this, though, is just like, if you did it once before, it's the biggest stage possible. Why would you change it?
Why not 9?
Why would you start
planes?
experimenting? Like,
Why not
just
10
do the
planes?
fucking 6 planes again so we can catch the shit.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, by the way, is that like when I went on Bet Online, which is, you know, these are, I don't think they're on like FanDuel and DraftKings yet. You could bet like the limits are crazy on these. Like you could throw down like thousands of dollars on these props. Because I think they're just taking any action. Like the side you might get like, oh, you can't go above this.
Yeah.
But these props is like, you could throw down however much you want on these. So I like the over 4.5 though on the plays.
Hammer the 4.5. Hammer the over 4.5, guys. What are we doing out here?
Oh man.
Why not fly 10 planes? Why not just, let's bring the whole Air Force out?
That's what I'm saying. I think they're just going to do 6 again and keep it simple. And last time, the Atlanta game, so that's a closed stadium. So they flew 6 over closed. This is now a closed stadium again. Like maybe there's something with the weather. Oh, what happened to the game? Maybe there's something with the weather there, or the something how the closed or open arena affects like the weather or the aeronautics or something. So
you're the engineer.
I was before, but maybe if it's similar again, maybe they just do 6 again. Anyway, I like the over on that.
Okay.
Do you have any reason to disagree with me that Mahomes will be shown first during the national anthem?
No.
Why would you not show him first? Your only choices are the 2 quarterbacks on this one.
Yeah, because it's Taylor Swift definitely, but then it's
right.
Mahomes.
But then they kind of show Mahomes first. Like maybe it goes like Reed, Shanahan, but then it's going to go to Mahomes before Purdy, I would think. We're going to cash this one away.
Hold on.
Right away.
Hold on. Maybe, but hear me out here. Hear me out here.
All right,
so I'm an announcer, and we go.
Big play for the Chiefs
We
into
do-
Niners
We
territory.
do a little piece on Brock Purdy in the beginning. The announcers, they go,
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, blah, blah, blah.
gonna change my
making
mind
his
on
first
this.
Super Bowl. And then they go, and that's Mr. blah, 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 Patrick Mahomes. Like,
They save the best for last kind of thing.
Yeah, like, you know, when, he gets like the Stone Cold Steve Austin, like, glass break.
No. But this is during the national anthem, this prop. This is not like your own segment.
Okay. Fine.
So this is like while Reba's killing it, they're going and showing everyone's face. Maybe someone's emotional.
But they don't show the tunnel? They don't show people coming out of the tunnel?
What do you mean?
Like
in the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. But this prop specifically is who will be shown first during the national anthem while she's singing.
Gotcha. It's the first person to cry.
That's, well, yeah, I don't know.
Whoever
But
shows the most emotion.
In my head, I'm like, hear Reba's beautiful voice. and then it pans, and you see Mahomes with the hair. Then it goes to Purdy. That's how I'm thinking about it, because he's like the most recognizable.
Okay, fine.
But
I agree. Okay, I forgot that this is during the national anthem.
If it was what you were describing, though, that would make a lot of sense. To get the first guy out of the way and then go to the big boy.
And you got to set up
I hear you.
The whole thing.
That's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, no, but I'm going Mahomes there.
Okay, cool. Team that scores last wins. Guys, this is -190, but posted this in a separate thing on Twitter and all that stuff, but it's -190, but it's hit in 18 straight Super Bowls. The team that scores last is the team that wins. Teams just tend to take a lead and either keep it or they take a lead late and then they get a defensive stop to end the game, whatever the case may be. But 18 straight, so -190 might be like good value. Longest field goal is set at 47.5. This is my favorite prop on this whole thing. So what was you said you had your favorite on the first page? I forgot what it was. What was it again?
It was
Ayuk to score, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Plus 175. So this is my favorite. This is just -110. I like the under 47.5 for the longest field goal. I don't think either offense is going to get stuck into like crazy field goal territory. They're both really good offenses. But even if they do, you got a rookie kicker on one side. Now the danger here is like Butker kicking like a 52 or 53. That it's going in, right? Like he's not going to miss indoors. But I don't think they're going to let Moody kick a 50+ yard. I think they'll probably just punt that away and play defense. You got to be extra careful. You give the Chiefs the ball at midfield or close to midfield. So I feel like Moody, I'm comfortable with this. My one concern is Butker might kick one that's long, but I think the Chiefs are going to be able to move the ball a bit. I think you probably see shorter field goals, and there hasn't been a 47-yard field goal in 17 of the last 20 Super Bowls. So this is kind of rare, and the longest field goal in Super Bowl history is a 54-yarder, like way back in one of those Bills teams in the early 90s. So there hasn't been one in a really long time that's even gotten close to going like over 50, 51-ish yards. So for me, under 47.5 is probably my favorite prop. That's probably the only prop that I would say like a full unit. You know how we do like our quarter unit, half unit. We're going to have a ton of props on the Sunday card. But this is probably one that would just be like full unit under 47.5.
Well, I was going to disagree with you, but you actually changed my mind while you were talking.
Are you sure?
So, yep.
You thought were you going to say that what I thought though about Butker? Butker might kick one long one.
I was going to go over. I was going to say the Chiefs are going to, in my game flow, the Chiefs are going to be up. They may get into sort of like a little no man's land territory where it's either a short punt
you can take the risk
or a long field goal.
Yeah.
Chiefs put it on Butker to put them up 3 points when they're already in the lead.
Okay.
And I think that we can see one of those, but you convince me.
Maybe make a 1-possession game, a 2-possession game, that kind of thing. Well, like I said, that's my one concern.
Yeah.
My one concern is a 50-yarder by Butker.
If I lose money this weekend, it's on Jeff. I was going to go over, but now I'm
I like the under. Usher is doing the halftime show. Dude, 9.5 songs for the halftime show. Any thoughts on this? It was 8.5, by the way.
Under.
Oh, you like the under on this?
Under.
Okay. See, I like the over.
Okay. Name 9 Usher songs.
Nah. There's going to be features and stuff like that. It's different. It's going to count. I can't name 9 Usher songs on the spot. No, actually, I definitely can, but I don't want to take up too much time.
No. You're full of crap. Listen, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have like 7 Usher songs on this list.
7.
Say these and then name 2 more.
No, there's 8 on here because one is You Got It Bad and You Remind Me.
Okay, so
My Way, oh my God, yeah. DJ Got Us Fall in Love, Loving This Club, You Remind Me, You Got It Bad. Burn, right?
Yep.
Okay, what about Confessions? It's not on here.
Okay.
It might not be in the show. But...
Okay, so you're 9.
And then there's got to be that
9, one more. Just do one more.
Oh, you're right. It's 9.5.
Yeah.
All right.
Do one more.
Let's see if you put me on the spot, though.
I know.
It's tough when we're on the spot, but these guys are prepping for this for months.
It's like Usher can think of 9.5 songs.
He's like, he can't think of his own. He can't think of his own songs.
He's like, damn, you're right.
What about features? Because features always happen during these, don't they?
No, come on. Listen, man. I'm going to the Spotify right now.
Okay, look at this. Last year, Rihanna, 15 songs.
Rihanna got hits,
The year before that, Dr. Dre, 11. And he brought Eminem and also. Weeknd did 9. Shakira, J-Lo did 17 songs. Maroon 5 did 9. So over the last 5 years,
Maroon 5. This is a Maroon 5.
That's what you feel
type
with
of
this?
Vibe. This is like...
See, if you got this early, though, the 8.5, I feel like that's money. This might fall on 9.
Yeah, listen, man.
But what are Usher's... I'm blanking on features because I'm on the spot right now. I'm not good under pressure, guys.
What is he going to do?
But
my boo.
Okay,
so my boo would put him over.
What do you think about first song? First song to hit.
It's oh my God.
All right, so we're definitely going opposite the over-under. Okay, 9.5. Okay, all right. So
I want to dunk bet this.
You want to dunk bet it? All right. We're introducing the dunk bet today, I guess. All right.
I want to dunk bet.
Loser of this bet gets dunked on the Knicks basketball hoop back there.
Okay.
All right.
So I just want to be clear. It's going to happen on the next
on
podcast.
the next pod. Yeah.
So we're going to line up somewhere over here. Somebody has to hold the hoop.
Yes.
And then get yammed on.
And then get jammed on. Okay, gotcha.
And then maybe in the comments we can have people rate the form, rate the move.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I feel like if I'm doing a prop on what your move is gonna be, it's gonna be like a drop step.
It's gonna be a Shaq style dunk. Yeah.
One bounce gather, one hander.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. But you know what? If I lose this, we'll clip it and then we'll put on the bottom of it, like simultaneously, the clip of me struggling to name the 9 Usher songs because that's what got me into this shit in the first place. Like I can't name them. Yeah. Anything. So you like? Oh my God! You said plus 145 for the first song.
Listen, he goes. Do I have it? Let me find it. Imagine this. So
go ahead, hit it. You gotta bring it to the mic.
Is dark. It's dark. It's like, ooh.
Right.
And then the beat drops.
I can see that.
Everybody goes nuts.
Yeah, I can see that.
Everybody goes nuts. That's the only way that this thing can open.
Okay. I mean, okay.
He comes up from the stage with the little mouth. It's like this. It's like this.
Right.
Oh my.
Right with the mic.
And it's completely black.
Yeah.
And then
as soon as he kicks in, yep. Then when he says "Let me love," and then he drop, it opens up.
Let me love you.
I see that. I see that.
Sparks everywhere. It's on him. Everybody's going nuts.
Plus 145.
I like that.
It's good. I'm gonna go crazy long shot on this, and I'm gonna say that this is like an ode to the Usher of old, and it kicks off like this. This is what I'm gonna say. Of course, I got the YouTube ad.
Why do you have YouTube ads?
I'm gonna go very famous.
You're an adult. You don't have the premium Spotify?
I do not. Oh, Spotify I do have. I went to YouTube though. Hold on. It's gonna kick off with the famous the whistle. So it's gonna go. You remind me. I'm gonna go. You remind me right here like this. And everyone's like, oh, wait, I remember this one. This is an old one. And then it's going to... This is my first.
Okay.
And then that is plus 1,800 for You Remind Me. That's what I'm going with. I think it's just a sprinkle for some crazy... Plus 1,800 on one of his best songs. Because to me, his older stuff is better than like the newer poppy stuff.
Yeah.
Like the traditional R&B stuff. So like, I'm going You Remind Me.
I think that's a boomer pick. I think
a boomer pick.
I think you're old.
You think it's going to cater to the younger crowd, you're saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be the newer joints. All right.
Yeah, but okay.
All right.
So do you want to dunk bet this too?
No. We got one dunk better is enough. I'm not getting dunked on twice in the same podcast.
Okay. All right, fine.
Still 7-7. There's 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And so far we've had Debo touchdown and Rashee Rice first touchdown. Oh, stuffed. Second 11. All right.
Okay.
What's after this? Oh, Gatorade color. Anything on Gatorade color for you? Oh, okay. We could talk about this. The first 2 times the Chiefs won. First one was, I believe, purple.
Mm-hmm.
Second one was orange. Purple's plus 275. That is the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Orange is plus 325. So, my first thought is like, all right, well, they obviously drink purple and orange. Somebody on there drinks. Maybe you just put like half a unit on both. Half a unit each.
Yeah.
And if one hits, you get it. But then, you got maybe clears plus 1,100.
Now,
wow.
There's 2 angles here. There's do I go with the Chiefs' preferences or is there some sort of superstitious angle?
Well, also, we're assuming the Chiefs win, by the way. What if they don't win? Then it's up for grabs. It could be anything.
You're right. In my reality, the Chiefs have been winning for about 2 weeks.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're just like, well, they did purple and orange. So what about if the Niners?
Yeah.
Red, maybe? Niners red? That's plus 400?
See, for me...
There's a pink Gatorade? I've never had
No,
pink Gatorade.
I think they're just like making sure that they cover their
if
bases.
it's a shade of red, different shade. Yeah.
But in my thing, I'm always looking at like what does the color look like when it drapes over the coach.
Okay.
You know, like a red Gatorade on a red jacket doesn't produce the same picture that like a contrasting color would.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like the purple over the red, that's a good
point.
That's a good picture.
And they're
Do you
wearing
know
the
which
red.
one happened first?
Good
Did the
question.
purple happen first or did the orange?
I think it was no, I think last year was purple. I think it was the orange first. But let me just
See,
double check.
Orange first. They probably looked at that photo and they're like, "We're gonna have to do purple next time."
Let's see. Oh, is that what you're? Oh, I see what
Maybe.
you're saying.
I'm looking at this from like the.
Okay, it was orange first. So the last time they played the Niners, it was orange. And
Okay.
last year was purple against the Eagles.
Ooh, that's a all right. New angle, guys.
Okay.
maybe that orange is going to be a retread, saying we got to go back to the orange for this one because we beat them the first time.
That's what I'm saying. That's
These
why
are highly superstitious people,
yeah,
athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and that's why. But the game is also over at that point. But that's why I'm kind of thinking if you just sprinkle them both, if you think they're going to win. I don't even know what the Niners. Who knows? Red. I would think some people on the Niners like red. I don't know. Who knows? This is one of those though.
This is top tier breakdowns right now. I just want to let you know.
This is one
Maybe
of
the
those
Niners
props
like
where
red.
like you just got to pick two of them and go with it
I'm going.
because you can't sprinkle them all.
I'm going to go yellow and orange.
Yellow's plus 375 and orange
Yep.
plus 325. That's good.
Well,
I mean,
oh.
if one of those hits, you're good.
Now, okay, but think of it like this. Think of it like this.
Okay.
Who's red in the who's red uniform?
The Chiefs are wearing red.
Chiefs are wearing red.
The Niners are wearing white. Yeah.
So Chiefs wearing red. Would they wear would they wear the first year?
When they won, they wore red.
And it was orange?
And they dropped orange on them. Yep. And last year they wore the whites with purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Okay. I would go orange, lime green. I just feel like in the off chance that the 49ers win, I think that is like a very classic scene of like yellow Gatorade
Yellow, green. Yep.
over
Or
the
lime.
white and copper
Yeah.
red 49ers uniform.
'Cause
I feel
that
like that
is-
could be on a Wheaties
That is
box.
like
That
the
could be-
Gatorade colors. The lime is the yellow one.
Right.
That's like the one you're not like, yeah.
right?
So to get that
Maybe
first.
people just don't like it though, because I always go yellow, and I don't remember the last time that
Yellow's
it
my
hit.
yellow's my favorite. Oh, people don't like drinking it. You mean? That's my
Yeah.
favorite Gatorade though. I always get the yellow one, the lemon one.
Really?
I always get lemon. It's my favorite.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
like the
love
least popular one.
it. Which one do you like?
The white one,
That's my wife's favorite one. She loves that one. The Glacier Cherry, right?
Glacier Cherry.
It's good.
That's-
I like the lemon lime. That's my joint. Lemon lime, the yellow one. And you know what? When you have like a little
You
cold,
are a classic guy.
you have a little cold. The lemon lime, the like the whatever it is in there, the electrolytes, the hydro crap stuff. Psst. Drink one of those, feeling new again.
Yo, who says
Get
that
medical advice on here.
we get medical advice? What color's the Gatorade? Usher for a song.
Oh man.
You know, mailbag down at the bottom. Put any question, we'll answer it. It's not just about sports betting anymore.
You know what? I was thinking about that the other day. If we should start taking some questions for the pod, right?
For sure.
All right. So next week we're going to post on Twitter. I'm going to put a Twitter thread up and be like, ask us anything you want. And people are going to be like, you suck. And I'll be like, let's address this comment
Yeah.
here.
All right, but we have one more prop on here.
Oh, that's right. I
It
missed
could
the
be-
last one.
It could be the most important prop in the entire thing.
True,
Actually,
true.
you know, editor, please put this one in the beginning, maybe.
Just move it.
Move
Just cut
this
it.
one.
It's like, why is it the fourth quarter? You just started the game.
Oh, I forgot. We have a
Oh,
we have a running
Chiefs
time.
field. Oh, the Chiefs scored. We missed it. Who scored the touchdown?
Let's see.
Oh, let's go. Let me go check the stats. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go check the stats. See who scored. Stats.
You don't know how to get there.
Nah,
Okay.
Scoring summary.
Yeah,
man.
there you
I've
go.
been playing Madden. It was Noah Gray for a 1 yard touchdown run. He's a tight end, right?
That's hella believable, actually. That's
That is,
super
right?
believable. Yeah.
Oh, he's not even on this list. I
No,
don't know what
he's-
his odds are.
He's the backup. He's a backup tight
Oh,
end.
we got to check out the odds. on Noah
H-back,
Gray.
baby.
Okay. Guys, Noah Gray, guys. Let me check.
Okay.
it. Go ahead. You go ahead. I'm gonna check his odds.
How many times is Taylor Swift shown at the Super Bowl?
Oh, I like this one.
The
This
line is 5.5.
I love this one. Yeah, 5. But dude, 5.5. I can't even believe this line's out there. You got to go over on this.
Over.
She is like half of this media coverage about this is about her.
Right.
You know?
You have to go over 5.5. Let's look at the opportunities. You show her once in the beginning,
For sure. 100% before. Yep.
right?
100%.
Okay. You're going to show her at least once at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
right?
100% too. Yep.
Okay. You may. All right. Now we have 2. So we know 2.
You got 2 in the
two's
bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chiefs touchdowns. What's the over/under on the Chiefs touchdown total?
It's probably 2.5 or 3.5.
Okay. So let's just say it's 2.5.
So let's say they score 3 touchdowns in the game.
You have 5 Taylor Swift. They're going to show Taylor Swift on each one of those.
You think on each touchdown?
Yes.
Well, definitely a Kelsey touchdown.
I think they'll show every touchdown.
Every touchdown, they'll go to her box.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're at
So
5.
assume they get 3. They could even get. I mean, last time they played Niners, they scored 4 touchdowns. Assume they score 3 here.
You're at 5.
You're already at 5, and that doesn't even include like. Here's my thing: why I love the over. I think any big Kelsey play, touchdown or not, they're going to go there.
Yeah. Now, is this 5.5 within the 4 quarters, or is it on the broadcast?
No, I believe it's the entire CBS broadcast from like when it actually starts. Like it doesn't include the pregame show. It's like when the Super Bowl actually starts. So that includes like national anthem, like I believe celebration. No, actually that's a separate show. Like when you look on your TV guide for you older, if you're old, and like whatever's in that window of like the actual broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you could find one more.
Yeah, I think so. Here's my thing: a Kelsey play that's over 15 or 20 yards, they're going. Boom. Yeah, imagine it's middle 3rd quarter tie game. Kelsey a 25-yard reception and goes out of bounds. They're going to the box. She's gonna be going nuts. Yeah. So you're going to get not only the touchdowns, not only one before and one maybe at the end of the game when they win celebration, but you're going to get a couple of big plays in between, I think. And then we'll never, ever would pray on this to happen. But if it is the worst case scenario, if there's a Kelsey injury, they're going to the box maybe multiple times. Even if it's maybe even it's like maybe it's like a false flag. Yeah, like he's like, oh, it's on the 5, but then he's okay. Yeah. But they're going to go right there, boom. And then maybe a couple times you might get a free 2 or 3. Just from him,
and vibing during the halftime show.
Oh, reactions to the show. Yes,
Usher,
her singing. Did you see the Grammys clips? Every time someone's performing, they go right to her. She's singing the song.
That's what I'm saying.
This is easy money.
This is hammer this one. I want you to. We did this whole thing where we said, it's the last game. Don't lose all your units on the season on one game. Like take your wins. I'm saying don't do that.
But I'm
saying go the opposite.
This one's
this is a hammer.
This is a
5.5.
This is a full unit prop for me. Over 5.5.
Yeah,
they're showing her.
I'm going 2.
5.5.
I'm going
2 units.
I don't know what it's going to be on the card, but I'm going to go 2 units on this. Over 5.5, I think is a steal. And if somehow she's featured in the halftime show at all,
in the show, I feel like we would have. Imagine. I feel like we would know. Or somebody. That would be crazy because her thing about you see her thing about how she's in Tokyo, I think. Yeah, and she'd have to pull off some crazy shit for that to happen.
That sounds like a storyline that I'm aware of,
it does.
That's what people want. But 5.5, I think you just.
I like 5.5.
You do this,
and by the way, for reference, in games less important, the AFC Championship against the Ravens, she was shown 6 times. Divisional against the Bills, she was shown 7 times. So the last 2 games, 13 cuts to Taylor.
I only have one stat for you guys outside of that. $325 million is the brand value that she generated for the NFL this year.
Yeah, insane.
Okay? So they're going to show her as many times as they possibly can.
I saw a little thread on X or Twitter about where someone was interviewing like one of the CBS producers. I don't know if he was like executive producer, somebody involved in the broadcast. And he said that they have a plan for it. This is specifically in regards to Taylor Swift. He said they have a great plan for it. They feel comfortable. They're not going to force anything, but she's going to be well chronicled was the word. And I was like, they're showing her a lot. They're showing her a lot.
My pockets.
By the way, we got a barn burner right here. 1:45 in the 4th. Niners driving to try to tie the game. Of course, we would do this during a podcast and it would go to overtime. Yeah. They're in the red zone.
No way.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Oh, let's see what Purdy cooks up here. So it's short pass. Who's that? Is that Kittle? Kittle.
Yeah,
a couple yards. All right.
All right, listen. This is going to go over a little bit today because we have to figure out who wins this thing.
It's all good.
Maybe we'll just.
There's a minute left. They're not good. The Madden bots are not good with clock management.
Not good at all.
It's gonna be over in a minute.
Okay, so 1 minute. Let me give you a UFC pick this weekend.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Adolfo Vieira versus Armin Petrosian. This is a retread that was supposed to happen before it got canceled because Armin. Oh my lord!
Tutty! Oh,
it's going to overtime.
No!
And just like that,
Oh my God. Well, now you have time to talk about.
Yeah, well,
this
just
fight.
like that, you're not going to know who wins until this weekend. Armin Petrosian versus Rodolfo Vieira. This is a.
Oh, by the way, Noah Gray, who scored, plus 1,000.
Plus 1,000.
And Kittle just got that one, right? Was
Yeah.
that Kittle? Kittle is anytime is plus 160. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Let me do my read.
Okay. Yeah, UFC this weekend. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Shit. And a big
Rodolfo-
college basketball Saturday, too.
Yep, we have a bunch of picks, but Rodolfo Vieira versus Armin Petrosian is one that we liked a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was canceled. Armin pulled out because he was scared, a little scaredy cat. And he's like one of the most dangerous kickboxers in the world. And I'm like,
Bitch.
yeah, little baby. Going up against Rodolfo Vieira. Clash of styles here. Rodolfo Vieira literally called the black belt killer. Loosely translated, I think.
Okay.
He is extremely talented jiu-jitsu practitioner. He's won a ton of tournaments, crossed over into the UFC pretty late in his career, had some weird ups and downs. I think he came in way too big early on. He didn't have the gas tank. But now that he's sort of fixed that and he's more MMA ready, he's pretty dangerous. He has a pretty decent jab for a guy who's learned striking so late in his career. And he is an axe murderer on the ground. Like, if he gets you on the ground, it is game over against the best of them. Armin Petrosian, really dangerous kickboxer, but notoriously bad takedown defense. And I'm not saying like, this is not like, oh, it's like 60%. I'm saying like anybody who's tried to take him down has taken him down. He's even said in post-fight interviews, my takedown defense is horrible. I have to work on it. But he hasn't gotten better over multiple fights.
Tough thing to fix because a lot of like anticipatory, like around the spot reaction time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like Rodolfo Vieira here. This is an even money fight. Rodolfo is going to go for the takedowns. This is one of these things. It's going to, the line's 50-50 here. I'm giving this probably like a 65% implied odds over on Rodolfo, which is why I like this.
I like that. Yeah.
But it can definitely happen in two different ways. Either Armin Petrosian is going to either knock him out early. I don't think he's going to be able to defend the takedowns, but you might get like a first round finish because he's super dangerous on his feet. And Rodolfo is like pretty amateur striking. Like you're going to go in there. This is going to look scary for the first like minute or two. Like Armin's throwing up big kicks. He's running around and Rodolfo is just going to be like trying to like pump the jab and get in. He's going to look amateurish. But I think he's going to get his hands on Armin Petrosian. I think he's going to take it down to the floor and get a finish. I'm looking at betting the money line minus 112 or the plus 180 submission prop.
I like that.
On this
that's
one.
minus 110 on the month. That's great. Minus 112.
Yep. So I'm going to go with that or the submission prop will be on the card. I'm not sure. We may just sprinkle
Look who it is.
Oh, my
Huge play
Lord.
of Kelsey with 20 seconds left. They call timeout.
Oh, my Lord. And
Wait, so they're at the 35.
Okay.
24 seconds left. They have one timeout. They're going to run in and kick a field goal. Pacheco gets, flag. Maybe holding. It might come back.
Is this going to be a long field goal?
Oh, it's a face mask. Oh, it's game
God.
over. Game over. It's a face mask.
This is it.
Oh, Givens. Oh, man.
Why is Andy Reid upset? It's like, you won the game.
He's like, God damn it. The Niners have three timeouts. Well, it's not much you can do.
Who's the ref?
21 seconds left. Oh, the actual in real life is Vinovich. Bill Vinovich. Dogs in the under on Vinovich. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So 21 seconds now. I would expect just a run. They have a free first down. Man, they're at the 16.
Patrick Mahomes is going to gun it to the corner. Gun it to the corner.
The only thing that could save the Niners now is a fumble or something.
Oh, that boy's moving.
Up to the 10.
Pacheco, 7 rushes, 24 yards. This is what I'm saying. Super Bowl rushing.
It's because we put 6-minute quarters.
Super Bowl rushing unders, guys.
All right, 7-6. They're going to use their last timeout with 5 seconds left, and they're going to kick it. Looks like unless Butker misses this, it's a 17-14 Kansas City win. Wow. And look who it was, dude. Even Madden knows the script. It was Kelsey with a 30-yard catch to go win the game.
This is
to avoid overtime.
This is how we do everything, by the way.
And by the way, this is how all the picks get sent out. Every Sunday.
We hop on Madden and we play each other in the morning.
No, we're down here simulating like Panthers Titans. But wow, this is crazy. So even Madden knew the deal.
Okay. Wow. Well, he has to make it.
Yeah, he's got to make it. Yeah. 2nd and 4. So a 10, what is this, like a 20-yard, an 18-yard field goal, something like that. Butker's up. Butker's through.
It's good.
17-14.
The Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Look, Taylor Swift. Guys,
Unbelievable.
enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the props.
So Chiefs cover and the under hits. 17-14 final. There you go.
That's what it
All
is.
right. Thanks, guys, for watching.
The Magic Men.
See you guys next week. Love y'all. Peace.